Blowing across Nigeria is the wind of hope as Africa's young entrepreneurs with the same dream take a break from their everyday lives and embark on a journey across the nation with their ideas, innovations, and inventions. From the east, west, north, and south of Nigeria, we will witness as they make their way through the screening and auditioning to meet and convince the A.Y.E judges why they should be among the chosen beneficiaries.
You can't come and speak to a panel of investors and say, there's a whole lot of choices. You need to be as strong as you are technically with what you want.
No, I'm coming. This is new idea and new business.
But you don't really have a very strong structure of how you see your vision practically moving forward. You know, it feels very loose to me. I think you should have sat with them before you come here.
If you invest in that business today, you're not coming in to make mistakes.
We will experience their passion.
So I want to feed African as a nation.
Their pain.
Get out of here.
And their gain.
A.Y.E will give you a lot of customers. You cater for them and will give you money up front. You'll be able to buy all your equipment.
A.Y.E is an experienced fish farmer with a production capacity of 1,000 catfish. She wants to expand her business as she believes that there is a huge market for her, both locally and abroad. Will she be able to convince the A.Y.E judges? I am Joy Michael. Welcome to another episode of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs reality TV show, A.Y.E.
In whatever condition one finds him or herself, should not allow that to pin him or her down to become a liability to the society. What he or she should have at the back of her mind is that, what can I do to benefit the society?
First up today is A.Y.E, a fish farmer who started her business 2 years ago in A.Y.E. She needs a 10 million naira business grant to launch a new phase of her business.
My name is Olukemi Fagbolu. I live at A.Y.E and I'm an entrepreneur into fishery business. I need empowerment from you financially because I have a dream of producing smoked fish, different from what we used to produce in Nigeria. Because formerly we don't remove intestine from our smoked fish. But this method I want to introduce, we are removing intestine before smoking it. And definitely it will improve and let me say it will increase the shelf life. And if that is done, I'm sure if you empower me, I too will be able to empower others.
In Nigeria, there is a national demand of 3.32 million metric tons and an annual shortage of about 2.1 million metric tons of fish. Due to the federal government's restriction on food importation, fish production had doubled by 600,000 metric tons in the last 3 years. Despite this, self-sufficiency for Nigeria is yet to be attained. To attain self-sufficiency, core areas including fingerlings production, feed, and post-harvest need to be addressed.
So you're saying that currently the smoked fish that we have in the market are not gutted. They have their intestines and all that.
Some of them, many of them.
So is that a unique selling point?
Yeah, it's very unique, sir. And the shelf life also.
How long have you been doing this business?
For almost 3 years now.
And how much did you make last year?
Last year, although I had this accident in 2016, so what I had then till the end of last year was around 1.2 million naira.
How much did you put into it?
Actually, when I started with 400,000 naira.
100,000?
That was in 2016, yes, sir.
And you made 1.2 million?
Yes, sir. Because the business, to raise this fish, you need only about 273 naira to produce a kg.
Say that again?
To produce one fish at 6 months, what we need is about 273 naira. And the kg is sold at 600 naira minimum. And at 6 months, a fish will definitely weigh more than 1 kg. So definitely, you can say that it's highly profitable.
You've got a pond? You have a fish pond?
Yeah, we have fish pond.
What's the capacity of your pond?
It's about 2,000 now in A.Y.E.
2,000 fish?
Yes, sir.
Where is this? On your premises?
No, we have a farm.
Your farm?
At Urata.
Your own farm?
Yes, sir, at Urata.
How much did you buy that piece of land?
Actually, my husband got the piece of land because he's into poultry business. So I used part of it to erect fish ponds.
Is your husband a partner in this business?
No, I'm the sole partner into this one. He's into poultry, I'm into fishery.
But you give him money, have
you? No, separate account. You know, he's a core entrepreneur. I got the skill from him, apart from what I learned in the school. So he doesn't play with, he's frugal, in short. Very, very frugal.
So how much are you asking for?
How much do you need for your business?
Pardon?
How much do you need for your business?
Actually, I applied for 10 million naira, but if I can get like 5 million naira, I will still be fine, sir. Yeah.
10 million, 5 million. So which one should we work on, 10 or 5?
It depends on you. I've told you what I want.
Okay, finish laughing. I'll wait for you to finish laughing.
I need empowerment, so you can judge. You are the panel of judges.
I'm sure somebody told you get money through laughing.
No. You know, when anytime I go for an interview, I always like it to be a participatory one. So.
And you are still laughing. I hope that you're going to laugh out of here.
Oluwakemi seems to excite the judges with her smile and laughter. Let's see if that leads to a positive response from the judges.
5 million naira, what kind of funds are you talking about? A grant, a loan, looking for a partner, an investor?
I think if it's a grant, it'd be much better.
I know you won't go for an investor. If you don't give your husband money. You didn't even partner with your husband. So how will you partner with outsider?
I need a grant,
But
sir.
I have a question.
Okay, sir.
If you invested 120,000, you said, right?
420.
420, and you got 1.2 million. So I'm not understanding why. What are you trying to do? You're trying to like triple or quadruple, or what are you trying to do?
I want to increase the capacity, the production capacity.
Okay, so this money will be used for what?
I'm trying to run about 6 cycles a year. Now, if I get this fund, I'll be able to run like 6 cycles instead of 1 cycle. And 1 cycle lasts for about 6 months. But if I get the grant, I'll be able to increase my capacity.
How many cycles do you need to do to be able to increase your capacity?
That'll be 6.
6?
Yeah. I will stock every 2 months.
What area are you in? Is your farm?
I'm from A.Y.E, Imo State.
So is your market big enough to handle a bigger farm?
Yes, I can.
Demand?
Demand, yes. We have high demand for fish in A.Y.E.
So you're saying once you produce it, to be sold?
Of course.
So you don't need a cold room because you can sell everything immediately?
No, when we have harvest, the choice is now mine, either to smoke all, or to sell some as live, or to freeze some. So if I'm to freeze, that means I will need a cold room. Mini cold room will be okay for now, because I'm still young in the business.
Smoking, right?
Ma?
You want to smoke?
Yeah, I want to smoke.
Smoking's your thing, yeah.
I want to smoke. And to smoke, I have to build another traditional or oven. And the method that we use, I don't want to
Hey,
use
don't go there
charcoal.
before she says pollution. She's environmentally conscious. And you're going to lose your chance.
An oven is fine.
Because the farm is located in a village.
We share the same sky, the same ozone layer. Either it's in the village or it's so big. I'm warning you,
that
you don't want to know Tiamara when it comes to the environment. Now, let's go back to the way you sell currently.
Okay.
Who are your customers currently?
My customer right now, I have people that buy from open market. I have some market women in the open market. I also have some that come to our administrative office. That's along Wedra to buy. And I do sell to some teachers too. Yes.
I reckon you're pretty empowered. You look pretty powerful to me.
If I'm empowered, at least I should be able to employ. Right now I have 2. I should be able to increase to like 6 because of the nature of the work and the intensity of work will also increase.
You know, sometimes probably you need another person to tell you what they see inside of you.
Inside of me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because right inside of you, we see an hardworking lady that has the ability to make things happen herself.
And I think I've been told several times.
You have been told several times?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what you're just going to take out of this meeting right now is start believing on what so many people have told you.
Start saying, I am empowered already. You are powerful. You don't need empowerment.
I need it.
You're already empowered.
Financially, I need it. I need it, ma. Financially.
Despite the kind words, Oluwakemi insists on getting a grant for her business. Will the judges reconsider?
To be honest with you,
Okay.
there are millions of entrepreneurs that, you know what, you would even, before they say anything, at the level of their business, you know what that small empowerment will even do for them. You know what I'm saying? And in your case, you know, it's like that power. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm glad you say it this time in her.
No matter how little you can support me, I think it will go a long way. No matter how little you can, I will really appreciate it, sir.
What's your most pressing need?
Talking and feeding.
We empower you with fingerlings.
What about feeding? Because that's where that's where 2/3 of money will go. What about feeding?
To grow them.
For the drugs, I know I can easily sort that one. Water, we have a borehole already.
So we ask God to give us a baby. He gives us a baby, and he said, what about feeding the baby?
Only fingerling might not be okay, sir. Feeding is important.
We will give you lots of fingerlings. Is that how you let them eat themselves up?
No.
The kind of woman I'm seeing, will you not allow that?
I know I won't.
And on that note, we know that your strength will carry you to do the rest. Thank you so much for coming.
Something for feeding, sir.
Something for feeding. Feeding who? You or the fingerlings?
The fingerlings.
So we'll bring the feet so that you won't go and miss it. Because I'm not sure who is about to eat this food now.
Fingerlings. Sir.
Fingerlings. So we can bring the feet itself.
Both feet and fingerlings.
Okay. Yes. Fingerlings and the feet, not the money for food.
If you want to give me the physical raw materials,
yeah,
all well and good. If you want to give me the money, I will go to the market, purchase the fingerlings.
Don't even go that side.
Get the
Don't
feet.
go that side.
Okay, sir.
So you have double F, fingerlings and feet.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Hold on.
Well, off she goes, smiling again as her farm is getting new feet and fingerlings.
It was very interactive session, and I had a good experience. So I would advise anyone, when next the opportunity comes up, they should also put an interest and apply for it, and I believe they can get what they want.
I'm into bag making, both Ankara and leather, hats and fascinators, bridal handfans, and beads. My name is Emegwara Adana Teresa. I registered for A.Y.E in 2017, April. I went for my first screening at Asaba and I scaled through. Then later I got email from A.Y.E inviting me to Lagos for another phase of screening, which I attended, and I was lucky enough, my name came out among those that would be supported. Then finally I was invited to Lagos for the award which we received from A.Y.E. My business has been going well, although I still need money to do one or two things. I've been pushing it. It's not really been easy, as a starter in the business world. It's not really been easy, but I've been trying my best. I felt so happy because right now, as I'm telling you, I'm seriously looking for money, and getting this money from A.Y.E to stabilize my business. They don't have to rush, they have to be patient, because I was patient. I waited and waited and waited. I never gave up. I still believed that A.Y.E is going to help me. So many people said that this fraudulent act, that A.Y.E is not real. They're just showing up on TV, and at the end they will not give anything. But still, I was still having hope that something will come out of it. And I'm so glad that today I'm a living testimony. I got the money I requested from A.Y.E. I pray God bless them, give them more. Wherever this is coming from, may it never lack. That I pray that God will give them the strength to carry on. I pray that no forces will come against it, because this is Nigeria. So I just pray that God will give them the strength to carry on, to keep empowering youth, because this is what we need in Nigeria, youth empowerment, which A.Y.E is doing. I'm so grateful, and I pray that they continue. A.Y.E will never die.
African young entrepreneurs. In my view, this is one of the most innovative ideas coming out of Africa, because it addresses perhaps the most crucial issue in African economic development, which is how to leverage on knowledge, creativity, and innovation to leapfrog ahead, or at least to be at par with many of the developed economies within the shortest possible time. The evidence shows that the dramatic Asian economic turnaround of the last 2 decades was the result of entrepreneurial innovation and creativity within an incrementally conducive business environment. So the role of government and its regulatory agencies is also important, especially in ensuring ease of doing business and providing incentives for entrepreneurial activity. The Nigerian government is committed to playing this role actively, and this is why we fully identify with and encourage A.Y.E's objectives.
It's that time of year where thousands of entrepreneurs gather for one single convention. Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Nigeria Iron Annual Convention is here again. Keynote speakers include Patrick Mulumba of Kenya, Billy Silakani of South Africa, and of course, Folungsho Alakija of Nigeria. To register, visit www.iron.ng. Iron 2018 Convention, Entrepreneurial Influence in Economic Development.
Just an opportunity for me to show what I got. It's like I've been blinking in the dark, and this is an opportunity for me to hit it. But every time I was declined, I work on myself, I get better. But now I think I'm good to go.
Ikechukwu is an entrepreneur with a passion for spice. He produces and packages African food spices and seeks a 14.6 million naira business grant to increase his production and maximize sales.
What's your name and why are you here?
Ikechukwu Chika William. I'm here to seek for funding for my products. These are not part of my products, it's just a sample of what I want to do.
All of them?
Yeah, these ones are my products.
I like the way you took out that other product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Businessmen don't play with their brand.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your brand.
Yeah, I actually have two business proposals. One is a retail store and my spice business. So I'm looking forward to do more. That's why I'm with A.Y.E. The truth is that it's very tough for me getting to produce this and everything is done manual. I want it in a mechanized form so I can hit the market. Presently, I have a market in Jalingo and Taraba. I don't meet up. Every time I get a deal, it's like punishment. So I want a situation whereby I'm able to mass produce and hit. Some distributors are not ready to do business with me because I don't have the capacity to produce what they want.
The global seasonings and spices market was valued at $12.7 billion in 2012 and is expected to reach $16.6 billion by 2019. Despite Africa having a huge natural diversity of spice, it faces growth constraints caused by inefficient processing techniques, adulteration, and the availability of substitute products. Regardless, experts project remarkable growth in the African spice market, driven by factors such as innovative product launches and the growing number of consumers eating out.
So I'm looking at a situation as my brand grows. I always tweak, always make constant changes. If you check this pack,
stand on the.
If you look at this pack, you notice some improvements after this. This was my last participation in A.Y.E, and I've improved on that. So
this is the improved version?
Yes.
Okay.
You can still get better.
You want to do your own mode eventually? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I will definitely do my own mode for branding sake and to.
So you bought the pack, but this what's this thing called?
Label.
The label.
I did not produce anyone. I bought them, then package it. Of course, the label was produced for me. You can see my business name and all that.
Kobo.
Yeah,
Kobo food stuff. That's your.
Yes. That's my business.
And the ingredients inside, that's what I'm concerned about.
Yes.
It's yours.
Yes. The ingredients in there are all indigenous, all from the north.
How long have you been doing this?
For the past 3 years.
So do you produce this or what do you do?
The thyme, the product inside the thyme are imported. We don't have thyme in this country. But for the curry, they are all locally made.
Is there anyone open that I can smell?
You can open that one.
Locally made by who?
This is the thyme one.
Who makes
it? The ingredients are herbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
The curry.
Yeah, I made them.
You made it?
Yes,
right.
I made them.
But the thyme you just imported and you packaged?
Yeah, just repackaged.
And the other one?
And the ginger is processed and packed by me as well, and the turmeric. Well, actually, for now, I get it from the market. This is why I need funds, so I can get some of these things directly myself. It's going to break down my cost of production. Presently, my cost of production, the highest one is the curry. The curry costs me about 138 naira to produce one pack.
138 naira?
Yeah.
To produce
one cup. Yeah. 1 cup of that. And the competitors we have are the foreign products. So they are about 650 per pack because of exchange rates and all that. But for this one, I get it from the north. Yeah, they come at a very
you want to sell at a price. So the retail price will be how much? The target retail price?
The advice, like in my store, we sell for 350. Some of the people I supply to, they sell for 500. But I try to make them sell for 300 so you can get more into the end users, and they can see what I got in
How
there.
much do you need from A.Y.E?
I'll be needing 14.6 million.
What kind of fund are you looking for?
The options I have are loan and a grant. Who wouldn't want a grant? If I get a grant, trust me, in 5 years I'll be one of your biggest sponsors. But the only thing to it is that, yeah, I know what I'm saying. Spice business before now is equated to, during the Roman Empire, is equated to gold. Yes.
So 14.6 million is for what? Why don't you use the money?
Automated sling machine to make my spice in this, because most of my target customers are...
Is that your phone? Someone is trying to order spice. Pick up the call and tell the person where you are right now.
That's my wife.
Tell her how it's going.
Hi, baby. See, we're on live TV right now. Yeah. So, yeah. Look out for yourself.
Does she want to say hi to me?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, hold on. The lady here wants to say hi
For
to
your
you.
potential investor.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, hi. How are you going?
Ask
Oh, that's
what
good.
business. I also want to talk to
We're just in the middle of judging your husband, deciding. Yeah, and you just called. So, yeah. What are 3 words you would say to describe his character as a businessman? He's very what? Yes. So he's resilient. He has integrity. He's a man of his word. If he says he's going to do it, he'll do it. Thank you so much. What's your name? Okay, Deborah. Lovely to meet you. I'm Tia. I'm going to pass you to the president. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. Yes, to confirm that some of the things he has said. So he's selling cars, right? He said he's in a car business. He's not. Okay, great. Thank you very much. You can say bye to her. And you tell her the...
All right, baby. I'll give you feedback after. No. Call you back.
Clearly, both you and your wife has got integrity. Give us a moment.
That was a huge test of Ikechukwu's credibility. His wife's call might have just sealed his pitch.
He gets a NAFDAC number and I'm 100% in.
I would like him to use glass instead of practical.
Of course you
Use
would.
glass
Of
instead of
course you
plastic.
would.
This is not even recyclable
Of course you
plastic.
would.
I just ticked the bottom.
And I know you're going to find him that glass supply at the same price as he's getting the
Yeah.
plastic for.
You will.
Thanks for that.
I'll do my darndest.
Yeah, whatever hear about it. But I'm sure that to get a NAFDAC number, that's why it needs part of
Space.
Because how do you feel when somebody says to you that 5 minutes ago that gave me 14 when I was the biggest sponsor? 5 minutes later, the wife calls him and says whatever he says he would do, he would do it.
What is his wife? You don't expect anything.
And I tried to check something and she passed. So why not give her why not A.Y.E involved 14 million right now? And in 5 years,
Get 1 billion.
get one of our biggest sponsors. I think it's time for me to go into the dark room and talk.
We'll call you back now.
I think it's time for me to think now. I need your advice. Mr.
I mean, I'm 1,000% in.
1
He's
million
the guy.
percent.
Absolutely love his product.
He knows what he's doing.
Business mentor
And he's driven.
who specializes in manufacturing. If you've got someone to help with the marketing and distribution, your money's safe as houses.
Yeah, of course,
So
definitely.
here we have a mentor for marketing.
Marketing is not a problem at all. How to push the product and all that, and he's got already marketed.
big difference between mechanized and pounding by hand in this. He needs somebody in manufacturing to help him with the process.
I'll do some research.
So let's bring him in.
Okay, I'll do.
You're not getting what you requested for. I'm sorry.
Why is that?
As a grant. But you can get it as a form of partnership. Are you interested?
Partnership. It depends on what it entails.
It's your business.
Decision making and all that.
That's a fair enough thing to say.
It's your business. You have a partner that wants to come in, give you 14.6 million. What do you offer?
I'll give him a 40%. No bargain.
40%?
Yeah.
No bargain.
Yeah.
50-50? No bargain.
No deal. I'm very sure this business in 5 years' time, I'm very sure. More than I know my name.
49%? No bargain.
No deal.
Don't push me.
No deal.
For the last time, 45%, no bargain.
No.
90%. Do you want to think about this very well? Because 14 points, let's just say 15 million naira for 40% of your business. So that simply means that we feel your business is worth about 35 million naira. As at today, do you think your business is worth that today?
If you invest in that business today, you're not coming in to make mistakes or look for new.
How much have you made
system.
so far since you started this business?
Excuse me. I would like you to take my products head to head with the best products
William,
you can think
your
of.
time is up. The third chance was 45%, and I said you shouldn't push it. And I said no bargain. So it's either you take it or we have concluded this discussion.
Can I ask for something?
What are you asking?
Talk to my wife.
What?
Talk to my wife.
Go to the dark room, go call your wife.
As they say, behind every successful man is a good woman. Ikechukwu has a big decision to make, and his wife's counsel may just be what he needs.
While he's talking to his wife, let me also talk to my people. So,
I think you're on good grounds. I think for the icing on the cake. Let's see what that is. 40 is good. 45 is fantastic.
49 is better.
9 is better, and when you go into businesses like this, you're not just bringing money.
There's something I said.
There's a lot more.
He wants to own the show because he understands what he wants.
Yeah, 51% will give him that.
But no, again, he's driven into this.
Made money.
But he's only been in it for 3 years.
It's 3 years and he hasn't really made money.
Yeah. So now, anyway, like I said, yeah, for sure, but I think what is also.
So he's got the opportunity now.
She asked me to accept it. Out of fear. Because she knows where I'm coming from and how much I've tried.
What do you mean out of fear?
What next? Like,
A fear of the unknown.
Like, hey man, you've been trying. Gets stress has been much on you. Why not just do it? As I have other business ideas, why not build up something with them and all that? So that was her advice to me.
in investment, both parties have to be happy. I give you a chance to go think deep about it. Get back to me. Have a nice day.
Ikechukwu is not happy. There is still no conclusion. He'll have to go back and talk to his wife again.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. I feel fulfilled. If the judges or the investors are smart, I should get the money. There's no reason why I shouldn't. My wife called in between the whole program, and I think it really brought an ice to the whole situation. And that was a remarkable experience. So she made it easier for me. They needed to confirm some of the things I've said from her, and it turned out well.
It's that time of year where thousands of entrepreneurs gather for one single convention. Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Nigeria AYE Annual Convention is here again. Keynote speakers include Patrick Mulumba of Kenya, Billy Silakani of South Africa, and of course, Folunsho Alakija of Nigeria. To register, visit www.ayen.ng. AYE 2018 Convention, Entrepreneurial Influence in Economic Development. Starting and running a business can be quite hectic, especially when it comes to business registrations, business plans, brand activations, market research, filing annual reports, marketing, and advertising. Why don't you let us help you with all the above services and many more? At Business Takeoff Services, we have everything your business needs.
My name is Titus. I feel elated and special because I know not everybody was invited. Looking forward to a great one. Nice result.
Diri is a rice farmer from Benue State. This is her second year in the business, and she needs 10 million naira to start up a rice mill and improve her product package.
My name is Titus. I'm into rice farming, and this is a sample of the product we have. It's called Abadini rice. It's a 5 kg pack. We have lots of sizes, although we've not come live with other sizes. This is just a start for the new packaging. We used to use the locally made bags, those woven sacks, but we have just chose to move into this, and this is the first sample we have of this. So this is just on the 5 kg. We have the 25 and the 150 kg, but we have not produced it in the new brand. The rice is locally produced, planted, grown in Nigeria, in Benue State, produced and packaged also in Benue State. We do everything here in Nigeria.
Rice is the most consumed staple food in Nigeria. As of 2017, annual rice production was about 5.8 million metric tons, while total consumption was about 7.9 million metric tons. To make up for the shortfall in production, Nigeria spends over 1 billion naira daily on rice importation. Several structures and intervention funds provided by the federal government has turned farmers' agri-businesses into multi-million naira ventures. This has encouraged local production of rice and saved the country about $800 million that would have gone into importation.
How long have you been in business?
2 years.
How much have you made in the past 2 years?
Approximately 3.6 million naira.
3.6 million naira?
Yes.
So was that, would I say 1.8 million per year, or should I say that, or you made more money in your year 1 than in your year 2?
Okay, we've not made any in year 2. This is our second year of production. We just had 1 year of production and we made 3.6.
6 million
yes.
a year. So how much profit did you make from that?
That's the profit, 3.6.
Oh.
Yes, that's the profit.
So what was the turnover?
We had about 4.2 roughly, but we had to pay for most of the services rendered because we don't have a mill set up yet. So most of what
wait
we
a minute. You made 4.2 million.
About approximately
4.2.
Yes.
And you made a profit of 3.6.
Yes. That's after sales. After paying off everyone that did those productions, like the milling, and I'm not talking about the packaging, I'm just talking about last year. We used the woven sack, so it didn't cost so much. Yes.
So that means your total cost was 600,000.
For the woven sacks, yes. Okay. Not for this particular package.
So if you put in this package, what do you think your profit would be? Assuming you made the same 4.2 million turnover, what would be your profit?
It would be about 2 million or 2.2 thereabouts, because this cost more than the woven sacks. The production of this cost more than the woven.
So your cost increased by about 1.4 million.
Yes.
Just because you want to use the sacks?
No, because of the quantity that was produced. We hope we're looking forward to doing a better packaging, getting our own mill, doing more of the production processes ourselves instead of taking it to other mills. So it's going to help us save more costs. It's not just for the bagging, not just the bagging that takes.
So you said it cost you 600,000, if I remember, for the sacks and the processing, but you didn't include the seedlings.
The seedlings doesn't cost so much. It cost about 20,000 naira. Okay. Yes, it didn't cost so much.
Okay. What's the size of the land?
The size of the land we are using presently this year is about 4 hectares. That's double what we used last year. 4 hectares.
On lease, or you purchased?
On lease. On lease.
You say here you're known for organic rice, but you grow non-organic rice as well.
Okay, we have not started the production of non-organic yet. We're looking forward to including non-organic in our next production season. It's just because of the cost of land and the challenges we are having in curing the land where it's going to be safe. We'll not have clashes with herdsmen and all that, security clashes.
But what's that got to do with organic or not organic?
It's just the species.
It's what?
It's brown, the species of rice.
But, so how's that related to organic and not organic?
No, it's not related to that. I said when we get a bigger
piece of
area
land,
yes, that's
you're
when
going
we'll
to
be
go
able
not
to split.
organic.
Yes, yes.
How much do you need?
10 million naira.
I just want to say, for me, I wouldn't support it unless it's organic. And also, I prefer the woven bags to the plastic. Plastic creates more waste. We've got to deal with it at some time. And the woven bags are preferable for me. I'd buy a woven bag any day, pay less, and have organic rice. That's me.
And to buttress what she's saying, if you see the nature of your business, your costs became quite astronomical, all because you went into this. And I do not see a corresponding increase in your turnover. So if you were only spending 600,000 to make 3.6 million, or to make 4.2 million in turnover and 3.6 million in profit, then you must have been doing something right. So unless you tell me there's a business case for having to spend an extra 1.4 million for this, I don't see any reason why you should have done that.
Okay, like I said earlier, most of the challenges we had with the other bag we did, the woven sacks, we stored for about 2 months before we started dispatching to our buyers. And most of the buyers don't come down to Benue State to buy. We have to take it down to them. We realized that they were not durable enough, especially for the 50 kg bags. And we're hoping to place this in supermarkets only, not just for the local markets. So this packaging is basically for the small sizes. For the 50 kg, it's not going to be totally poly like this. It's just going to be laminated in front, and then the back is going to be woven like the normal one we see. This packaging is just for the size, for this size. So it's not going to totally be the cost of the bag that will make the cost increase. It's because of the machineries we intend. If you can see the quality of the rice inside is not so bright like the normal one you see. It's just because we have not done the proper polishing, because we don't have those machineries in place. Okay. So it's the cost is going to increase because we're going to acquire most of those, like the pre-paddy polisher, the steam boiler, that will make it look that way. It's not just the bagging that's going to make that cost rise.
This 10 million you're asking for, what kind of fund are you requesting?
I want a grant.
A grant of 10 million?
Yes.
And what's the breakdown? How do you want to spend it?
We want to get a mill, a mini mill, not the big ones, the small sizes that will cost about 2 million. We want to get the pre-paddy cleaner, like a pre-polisher. We want to get a steamer. It's like pots or drums where you steam the rice. It's just the processes before this is brought out. We want to get a steamer. We also want to get a harvester. Right now, we are doing the local harvesting using the sickle. We pay the farmers, about 20 of them. We divide them per square meters and they go and pull it with the sickle locally. So we want to use the machine this time to get a better result.
Have you used any of these machines before?
No, we haven't. But we have people around there that have them that we rent. You pay heavily for them to use it, and sometimes they'll tell you.
You rent. Okay, wait. Give us a minute.
And labor. Okay. So she's going from producing healthy, good food, which is why Nigerians are healthy. Western people are not healthy. They have no fertility because of pesticides and herbicides. They have cancer because of pesticides and herbicides. So you have a beautiful homegrown Nigerian organic rice, which makes people healthy. And she wants to go to produce, she knows how to do it. She's got the skill. And she wants to go into poisoned rice.
And in the write-up, it says the organic rice is for animal feeds.
No, it's like a further rice, but that kind of rice.
No, what she puts in the write-up here says it's for animal feeds. Is that correct? Or
no, she wants to go. We can confirm that.
Part of the
maybe part of it can be used for animal feeds.
Exactly. Okay. The husks and things like that. I think probably that.
I think it's a good business. I think there's a lot of potential.
Yeah, it looks like a good business.
It's a good business. The one Tiamara is talking about now is quite impressive. But she's saying she's not doing that yet. But does it mean if she gets the grant, she'll go into organic production?
No, she wants to go into not organic from organic. This is the opposite of what's happening in Europe.
Well, maybe
people are transitioning into organic because the not organic is making us sick.
Maybe we should ask her why she wants to go into non-organic.
Exactly. Should advise that.
Yeah.
Find out that first and advise that. And if there's any way we can enhance the organic.
Except what she's thinking, that the only way she can make any significant sales, jump in sales, is if she makes it like the Western rice.
Yeah.
Except, of course, that's what the thoughts are. So our thoughts
you can see from the packaging and everything.
Yeah, because she's going towards that.
She's trying to westernize.
You know, I shop in all around the world, right? But my local supermarket in Spain, I buy fabric bags. That's what's on the shelf. I can choose between plastic or fabric. I buy the fabric with the sewing. It's more attractive to me.
If she's willing to also do equity, something.
Health-conscious Tia is not comfortable with the cost and health implication of the product, and she has an important advice for dairy.
I just want to say one thing first. I'm wondering, why are you going from organic to not organic?
No, we're not totally shifting. We're just saying in the future, when we have our hands on this, properly, then we add that one too. It's not like we're shifting from one to another.
Because you have the skill to grow organic rice. That is actually becoming it is actually more valuable than not organic rice. And it's actually will be more and more valued over time, because pesticides and herbicides cause disease. People who eat traditional food are more healthy. You're more healthy here than we are in the West, because a lot of people eat natural foods still that are not contaminated. So I really strongly advise you to stay with that. The transitioning is happening the other way in the West, going from not organic to organic. You pay more. People pay more, but it's worth it. With your packaging, same thing. Plastic is being outlawed all over the planet. Actually banned. Plastic bags are not allowed to be given away, they're being outlawed. I would make beautiful fabric bags and market yourself that way. They'll be cheaper, more beautiful, and they sustain the planet. That's my advice.
Was there a reason you wanted to go non-organic? Was there a particular, or was it financial reason, or?
No, it was just to add more varieties to what we're doing.
Okay, so if you do organic, you still make the same amount of money?
Yes, sure.
I want you to go and look up, after the show and that, go and look up about commodities, because rice is a commodity. So it's all about keeping your costs as low as possible to produce. That's how you make money out of it. It's a beautiful bag, beautiful bag. Is it a necessary bag? I don't personally think so. And instead of having two different products, you'll make, your costs are lower having one product in bulk. Just go and study what a commodity is. Yeah?
I would just like to know what the most important equipment will be for you. Supposing you're not able to get the full 10 million you're looking for, how would you wisely spend on the equipment that you really, really need?
Okay, there are three major equipment in the production of rice. There are three major. We have the steam boilers, the stone and the polisher. Yes.
Say that again, the steam what?
The steam boiler, yes,
Okay.
steam boiler. No, you need to parboil.
Polisher.
After harvest, you need to parboil.
Yes, I got that. Then the next one is what?
The destoner.
Destoner, okay.
And the
Stoner, yeah.
polisher.
Okay, polisher.
Like destone, the one that removes the stone.
Yeah.
And the polisher.
How
the
much
one
do
that
these three
makes it look-
cost?
Sir?
How much do these three cost?
It depends on the size and the brand. They range from about 2 million upwards. It depends on what you go for.
In the 10 million you were asking for, how much would you have spent on these three equipment?
Okay, about 6 million. Then I intended getting a generator, definitely to run, because that's a rural area. They always have light challenges.
So generator is very important as well.
Yes, the generator is very important.
So for 10 million, what would you be willing to part with?
It's not a decision I can make on my own now. The business is run by myself and my partner, so I won't be.
If you're open to equity, maybe something we can talk about further.
I'm sure you've got so many things in front of you right now. Very good advice, equity partner, and the other thing is not for us to get back to you, but for you to get back to us. Have a nice day.
I'm supposed to get back to you.
Of course, you've got a partner. It's only fair that your equal partner should have a say in the next step of your business.
I'm saying that definitely not as a grant from my own end, but if you're open to equity, then we can discuss this. So you need to discuss with your partner and see how much equity you'll be willing to part with for 10 million naira or something less. It depends, or more, as the case may be, whatever you're open to. But for me, I'm interested in this. I like this.
Thank you.
All right.
The judges see an investment-worthy business. It is now up to Diri and her partner to decide on the next course of action for their business.
There are two species of rice we're looking forward to cultivating, but they have advised me that cultivating the other species might not be so necessary because it's going to incur more cost. My experience was fine, it was a good one.
David Aluga runs an online retail pharmacy and drug procurement portal aimed at reducing the mismanagement of drug distribution in Nigeria. He explained that it serves as a meeting point between the patient, prescribers, pharmacies, and health facilities. His platform also serves as an e-commerce platform for the purchase of drugs.
But how do you know that the name on that prescription is not fake? How do you know that the address is not fake? How do you know that the signature is not fake?
And I'm going to add to that. And how do you know they haven't been to a pharmacy and used it already? They've just photographed it to send to you.
Exactly.
The moment is a prescription-only medication. The moment you get to a pharmacist, the pharmacist that dispenses the drug retains the prescriptions.
There are many more questions around your innovation, which I find brilliant. Can we email all these questions to you?
Email?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, because there's still going to be more.
Yes.
And also questions from possible investors.
Yes.
And we'll take it from there.
His company needs 30 million naira for the development of the e-portal and mobile application. In the course of his presentation, there were a number of uncertainties about his business, and the judges concluded that further questions will be sent to him via email for clarification as he awaits possible investors for his business.
Next on Africa's Young Entrepreneurs.
How much does your business need?
Approximately, you need about 206 million, which is exact amount is 105,386,000.